Hello everyone and welcome to Danimal's House. Hey, I'm not a barbecue guy, but I do enjoy food. So I want to tell you about my experience with a Hunsacker Vortex Drum Smoker that I just picked up. Let's get started. All right, so first of all, I want to tell you that I'm not a professional here. I have limited experience with smokers, but I'll tell you, I do like this Hunsacker. I like the way it's built. It's really well made. These things are over $1,000 new. I can see why when I got it. I bought it secondhand, or bought it used from somebody. So basically, this is a 55-gallon drum smoker, and it's kind of got a vortex design where it's like designed to try to create a convection in there. Once you get different layers and stuff, I'm not convinced that really stays true, but the concept is right. And in fact, if you leave it in the open air, you can kind of see this thing takes off and it actually does make a swirling motion. But once you put a water pan there and you dial it back, I'm not convinced on how much that air is swirling. But either way, this thing has done a really nice job for me. I'm a beginner smoker, and essentially what you have here is you've got heavy duty wheels, you've got not cast iron, you got stainless steel material, you've got stainless steel handles, stainless steel, everything. And so this is a really well built machine. I've pressure washed this thing probably 4 or 5 times already, and the paint stays on. It's good. It's a good unit here. So essentially what you have on the side is you have a little stop, run, and start setting for the air intake on the bottom. And then that basically just opens and closes a little door to allow air in from the bottom. Some of the smokers I've seen have 2 air inlets on the bottom. For this, I don't see why 1 isn't plenty. You dial the thing so far back anyway, I don't see why 2 is necessary. But either way, this thing has got a little dial on the top that you kind of adjust to try to locate the temperature that you want. I have found, and I've heard other people say, this thing really likes 250 to 325 degrees. I would agree with that 100%. If you are not going to buy any type of a fan attachment for it, whatever you're planning on doing hopefully is going to be in that 250 to 325 range, because it's really easy to hold that temperature on this smoker. You can hold that temperature within that range for hours and hours and hours without watching it. But what I found is when you try to dial it down to like 200 or so, you get some spikes up and down. We live in Wisconsin, so sometimes you get weather, you get rain, you get wind. It's cold sometimes, and you kind of got to watch it. So I'm going to show you later in the video what I did to have an automated system for regulating that temperature. So we look on the inside here, and this thing is, it's got the basket, it's got the Vortex top, and then you've got little slots to put the different racks in there. They're all stainless steel racks. One of the things I thought was kind of cool from Hunsacker is all the prices included tax and shipping. I don't know why, but that's just that was nice. It was cool that somebody thought that that would be appreciated. It was from this customer. I did buy one of the attachment for the fan. It's a stainless steel kind of pipe attachment to the bottom. And then I bought a third rack because I like to put water in there. If I'm smoking summer sausage, I like to put a water dish in the bottom, and then like a collection tray. And I just like to have the extra trays or grates in there. So anyway, I think this is a great starter smoker. One of the takeaways I have is it is a little bit impossible to not smell like smoke when you're dealing with a drum smoker, because everything you do is literally right over the top of where the fire and the smoke and everything is. Whether it's putting your thermometers in, whether it's kind of adjusting your racks, adding water to your dish, you are going to smell like smoke when you're done smoking with a drum smoker. And okay, hey, go ahead and comment if you think that that's rhetorical or funny or whatever, but would be kind of nice to not be that dramatic. I'd like to smell like smoke a little bit, it makes sense, but I don't need to like bathe in the smoke when I'm out here smoking. So that's, I guess, one little negative, but a drum smoker is what it is. It's got its benefits. A lot of people really like them. I like this because I could do summer sausage. I smoked 22 sticks of summer sausage on this smoker, and I used the fan attachment I'm going to talk about real quick to get that temperature from all the way from like 170 all the way up to 220. I dialed it in on my phone and it was so convenient. It was super nice. So I'm going to just kind of tell you, I think this thing is really well made. Anybody that's thinking about getting one, I would definitely recommend it. If you're, you know, for whatever reasons you have for choosing this. I chose this because I wanted to get into smoking and I wanted to have the versatility to do summer sausage. And for me, this thing works really good. So, all right, I want to show you the fan attachment real quick. This fan attachment that I bought is basically from a company called Fireboard. And Fireboard, they make thermometers, but they have this Fireboard 2 Drive thermometer. And that thing basically runs off batteries. It connects to Wi-Fi. And it comes with a varied group of attachments. And essentially what I did is I found the right way to get this attached with a couple of, you know, Menards pipe fittings and a valve. And I found the right way to get this thing attached where I can set it up with the fan and seamlessly integrate the control of the Fireboard Drive app into my smoking experience. So right now I'm sitting at about 250 degrees. I've got hot coals in there and I've got it set to the stop position. I took this fan, I set it up. I'm gonna put the Hunsacker in the stop position, but I'm gonna open up my valve. I'm gonna make sure this Fireboard fan is open so that air can flow. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my thermometer sensors, and I already kind of have them run in there, but I have the sensor inside right on the top rack is right here, and this is channel 6. So channel 6 is going to be my like boss temperature. So essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the Fireboard app and I'll do my best to try to, you know, get this like screenshot or whatever. But right now I'm sitting at 338 degrees right at that rack, even though this says 275. So interesting little observation. I trust the one that's inside more because I'm sure we're shedding heat by the time we get to there. So I'm going to go to the Drive app and I'm going to, let's see if I can screen record here. So I go screen record, 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. So I'm in my Drive app and up top, I'm going to go to set point and it says enter set point temperature. I'm going to enter in 250 degrees and I'm going to hit set. And what's going to happen here is my control channel is channel 6 because that's what I told it. My mode is auto. And this program already knows my fan speed needs to be 0 because we need to draw back our temperature. And this takes some time to kind of manage, but what's going to happen is that fan is going to completely adjust its airflow up and down to try to hit that temperature consistently. And if you watch it close, and the whole idea is not to have to watch close, but if you want to watch it close and understand it, it starts to learn where, okay, my temperature peaked, I need to slow down a little bit more because I need to try to, you know, get back to the number of the set point. And then once that temperature starts dropping and it's nearing that, you know, whatever set point you have, then it's going to give it a little more air. And so it does it all automatically, all seamlessly. One of the things I noticed is if you don't have this thing plugged in to electricity, the maximum fan speed is 30% because it probably just preserves battery that way. But I'm just going to go ahead and plug in the main thermometer and then I'll be able to go up to 100% on that. But this works really well. And then I've got 5 other channels that I can use for probing the meat. And, you know, basically we're kind of getting set here. I'm going to let this go for maybe a half an hour and I'll come back and I should be around 250 and I'll get that meat set on there. So, all right, guys, if you liked the episode, don't forget to click for me. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next episode of Danimal's House.